Discussion topic is femoral triangle. I am Kaushik Shah, tutor of Department of Anatomy, Rampurhat Government Medical College and Hospital. Our learning objectives are boundaries of femoral triangle, contents of femoral triangle, and in cadaver demonstration of femoral triangle. This particular demonstration done by Dr. Taishina and Sumita Madam. Coming to that, the theoretical part, how this femoral triangle is formed. Now, this femoral triangle is a region found at the medial aspect of the upper thigh. It is a triangular depression below the inguinal ligament with the apex directed below and involves the upper 1/3 of the front of thigh. And the floor of the triangle is gutter shaped. Now coming to the boundaries. Now it has lateral boundary, medial boundary, floor, roof, base, apex. Now the superior boundary or the superior border or base is formed by inguinal ligament. Lateral border is formed by medial border of sartorius muscles. So the red color angle is showing that is the medial border of sartorius muscle. Then the medial border is formed by medial border of adductor longus muscle. So these together, this all red color area is indicating this red color region, you can see within the red color region the white particular area is nothing, that is the femoral triangle. Now the apex is formed by meeting point of sartorius and adductor longus muscle, and it is continuous as adductor canal. So here this particular region, so this is the medial edge, so these together, these two muscles, this is the apex, and then it is continuous as the adductor canal. Now coming to that, in this particular region I want to say you the roof is formed by fascia lata, and in this figure the roof is not shown and it is not possible to show the roof. And that next we are coming to the floor. Now the floor of the femoral triangle formed by the muscles, so that's why the muscular floor is formed by from lateral to medial iliacus muscle, psoas major muscles, pectineus muscles, and part of the adductor longus muscle. Now in this particular region I want to say you, due to the Grant's methods of anatomy, describe the apex of femoral triangle is formed where the sartorius cross the lateral border of the adductor longus and thereby excludes the adductor longus from the floor. So femoral triangle without adductor longus may be called the geometric triangle. With adductor longus form the anatomic triangle. So please remember, so without adductor longus muscles, so this particular triangle is formed, that is the geometric triangle, and with adductor longus it is called the anatomic femoral triangle. Now coming to that, the content. Now in this femoral triangle the main component or the main contents are from lateral to medial we will be getting, that is the femoral nerve, and here you are getting the yellow color femoral nerve, it is showing and it is marked. Then the femoral artery, then the femoral vein, and in that medial most here you will be getting, that is the light blue color, that is the deep inguinal lymph nodes. Other than these four structure, we are observing the lateral femoral cutaneous nerve, femoral branch of generative femoral nerve, and fibropathy tissues. So these 7 structures are the component of femoral triangle. Now here we are showing, that is the lateral cutaneous nerve of the thigh, and in this particular region here you are getting, that is this black color pointed end, that is indicating that is the lateral cutaneous nerve of the thigh, and you know that it is a branch of the lumbar plexus and coming beneath the inguinal ligament just medial to the anterior superior iliac spine, and pressing on this particular region the condition arises, that is called the meralgia paresthetica, that is the little bit tingling sensation or the numbness of this particular region. Now coming to that, this particular femoral artery, femoral vein and the lymph nodes, they are covered with a femoral sheath. Now what is femoral sheath? The femoral sheath is a funnel-shaped sheath derived from the transversalis fascia anteriorly and iliacus fascia posteriorly. It surrounds the femoral vessels and lymphatics about 2.5 cm below the inguinal ligament. Its lower end disappears at the lower margin of the saphenous opening, where the sheath fuses with the adventitia of the vessels. So again, the anterior component is formed by the fascia transversalis and the posterior component or the posterior wall is formed by the fascia iliaca. And this particular sheath is not symmetrical. Lateral wall of the femoral sheath is vertical. On the other hand, medial wall of the femoral sheath is oblique, being pointed downward and laterally. So here you are getting that is this particular area. So this sheath, so here is vertical and this is the medial border, and this is the anterior wall and the posterior wall, that is the imaginary wall. So here you are getting that is the component of this particular region. Now the compartment, the anterior of the interior of the femoral sheath is split into 3 compartments by 2 anteroposterior fibrous septa. Lateral compartment of the femoral sheath lodges the femoral artery and genital branch of genitofemoral nerve. And medial compartment or the middle compartment of the femoral sheath contains the femoral vein. And medial most compartment of femoral sheath is comparatively empty and termed as femoral canal, and it includes lymph node of Cloquet and some fibrofatty tissues. So here you are getting that is the 3 compartment by 2 fibrous septa. So here it is the lateral most, and here you are getting that is the femoral artery, and along with this lateral compartment another structure that is the femoral branch of the genitofemoral nerve, and the intermediate compartment here you are getting that is the femoral vein, and the medial most that is the lymph node of Cloquet, and this particular area is called the femoral canal. Coming to that, in this particular area we are observing that is the femoral triangle and the femoral sheath, the components and how they are formed. And this particular area, the femoral triangle component, please remember, at least you can remember that is the femoral nerve, femoral artery, femoral vein and the deep group of lymph nodes. And femoral sheath you will be remember that is the from the lateral to the medial you will be getting the femoral artery and the that is the genitofemoral nerve, femoral branch of the genitofemoral nerve, then the femoral vein and the deep group of lymph node or the Cloquet lymph node. This is about the femoral artery, and this femoral artery is nothing, it is a continuation of the external iliac artery. Enters a femoral triangle behind the inguinal ligament, midway between the anterior superior iliac spine and symphysis pubis. So this particular area, so if you can imagine that is the inguinal ligament, and in this side you will be getting the anterior superior iliac spine, and this particular artery is passing the midway between the these 2 points, and it is coming behind the inguinal ligament. And in this particular area above that it is the external iliac artery, and external iliac artery when it is crosses the inguinal ligament the name is changed and name coming as the femoral artery. Now the femoral artery again we will be getting that is the some superficial group of superficial branches and the deep branches. The superficial branches, here we will be getting the superficial epigastric artery, superficial circumflex iliac artery, superficial external pudendal artery, deep external pudendal artery, and the muscular branches also coming from this particular artery. This particular area, the deep branches of this artery is called the deep femoral artery or the profunda femoris artery, and this particular artery having the 2 branches, that is the lateral circumflex femoral artery and the medial circumflex femoral artery. This particular artery, we can say that this profunda femoral artery is the largest branches of the femoral artery, is supplying the extensor, adductor and the flexor muscles of the thigh. It arises from the lateral side of the femoral artery about 3.5 cm below the inguinal ligament and spirals medially behind the femoral vessels. So this is about the femoral artery. Now coming to the femoral vein. Now femoral vein from the adductor canal to the veins enters the femoral triangle through its apex, and this particular region or within the femoral triangle, the femoral vein receives two important tributaries, that is the femoral vein, that is the profunda femoris, and the great saphenous vein. This particular vein having some valves, and the saphenous femoral valve is functionally more important, and in this particular area here, and after that it is continuous as the internal iliac vein. Now this particular area again next to the femoral nerve. Now femoral nerve, it is the largest branches of the lumbar plexus and is a nerve of the extensor compartment of the thigh. Its root value is L2, L3, L4, and the dorsal branches of the ventral rami form the femoral nerve. The trunk of the femoral nerve appears in the iliac fossa under cover of the fascia iliaca in the internal interval between the psoas major and iliac. This particular nerve having some branches, and branches are coming from the trunk. So from the trunk it provides mainly the three branches: nerve to the iliacus, nerve to the pectineus, and some few vascular branches of proximal part of the femoral artery. Now coming to the, it has the two division, that is the anterior division giving the two cutaneous branches and one muscular branches to the sartorius, and posterior branches giving posterior border of the sartorius provides a few tweaks joined to the subsartorial plexus, and posterior branches it gives one cutaneous branches, the saphenous nerve, and the rest of the muscular branches to supply the quadriceps femoris. Now the summary of the muscles in the femoral triangle: again the sartorius, origin from the anterior superior iliac spine, insertion the superior aspect of the medial surface of the tibial shaft. Mostly it helps to the flexes and adducts the lateral rotations of the hip joint and flexes the knee. And this particular anterior compartment group of muscles, we know the supply nerve is the femoral nerve, and the blood supply done by the femoral artery. The iliacus, so this is also the hip flexors, originated from the upper two-thirds of the iliac fossa of ilium, lateral aspect of the sacrum, and insertion, that is the lesser trochanter of the inferior aspect. It helps to flexes and medially rotates the hip. It getting nerve supply from the femoral nerve, muscular branches of the femoral nerve, and blood supply from the lumbar branches of the iliopsoas branch of internal iliac artery. Next to the psoas, the anterior surface and lower border of the transverse processes of L1 to L5 and bodies and disc of T12 to L5. The insertion mostly into the lesser trochanter, it helps the flexes and medially rotates the hip. So that's why the iliacus and psoas are the hip flexors. Nerve supply done by the anterior primary rami of L1 and L2, means that is the main nerve supply of this particular region, and blood supply the lumbar branch of the iliopsoas branch of the internal iliac artery, same as the iliacus. Pectineus, it is also the anterior compartment muscles of thigh, originated from the pectineal surface of the pubis, and insertion pectineal line of femur below lesser trochanter. It adducts the thigh and flexes the hip joint. Nerve supply femoral nerve and some innervation from obturator nerve. So that's why the pectineus is a hybrid muscle. Now blood supply is getting supplied by the medial circumflex femoral branch of femoral artery and obturator artery. Coming to the adductor longus, it originated from the anterior surface of the body of pubis, just lateral to the pubic symphysis, and inserted middle third of the linea aspera between the more lateral adductor magnus and brevis insertion and the more medial origin of the vastus medialis. Action: adducts, flexes and medially rotates the hip joint. Anterior divisions of the obturator nerve is the main nerve for the adductor longus, and obturator artery and the medial circumflex femoral artery is giving the supply to this particular muscle. Thank you.